Welcome to Toffee TV. It is the Everton News Daily. Everton have revealed the results of the second public consultation regarding the People's Project and the move to Bramley Moor Dock. It's overwhelmingly positive is what's come out of it. Let's just have a look through some of the numbers. There was a strong response to the consultation, more than 43,000 responses to it. Overwhelmingly strong support for all 6 questions. 96% of respondents prefer to continue with the development of the People's Project. 98% support the proposed design of the stadium. 96% support the proposed reuse of the historic features at Bramley Moor Dock, including the hydraulic tower. 90% support the proposed transport strategy for both match day and non-match days. 92% support the proposed outline layout design for the redevelopment of Goodison Park, and 91% support the proposed mixed uses and amount of development at Goodison Park too. So really positive results. Obviously, the stadium would bring a £1 billion boost to the city's economy, up to 15,000 jobs for local people, an extra 1.4 million visitors to the city, over 255 million to be spent by local supply chains, a £34 million income for local families working across the project as well. So absolutely fantastic. The first stage public consultation had more than 20,000 responses. This one more than double at 43,000 responses, which is fantastic in my opinion. And that's a really good sample. It's a really good return, and therefore the results are fantastic in terms of being in the high 90s. So it's a no-brainer in my opinion. Obviously, I'm a little bit biased, of course I am, being an Evertonian, but you know, when you're looking at regeneration, when you're looking at money coming into the city, when you're looking at an area that is not being used, you know, Docklands was wasteland basically at that stage. To put something like the stadium, to build that there, would then produce regeneration around that area, other buildings, maybe hotels, other businesses popping up all around that due to footfall, match day stuff, and then that almost acts as the bookend, doesn't it, for the city. And then, you know, we know with the 10th Street project there's going to be stuff going back towards the city as well. So, you know, absolutely brilliant, those results. Everton plan to put in a planning application within the next 4 to 5 weeks before the turn of the year. So that's, you know, is very encouraging as well. And then we have to just sit back and wait for the council to do it. These things can take 4 to 5 months to get planning permission. There will be objection to it given the heritage and stuff like that, but Everton have planned for that as well, and hopefully have had all of those objections, you know, answered basically by what they've done. Therefore, we just have to wait and see now as what comes. But really positive news regarding the public consultation, the second one. Greta Steinson, who is Everton's chief scout under Marcel Brands, has said that Moise Kean is one of the world's great young talents. He said he's a fantastic player, he's growing all the time, and we are glad he has chosen Everton. This comes in response to Calcio, I think it is, or Calcio Mercato, putting out a story that Mini Raiola isn't happy and he's going to get his client to move to Milan in January. Moise Kean signed a 5-year deal in August, and we're in the start of November. So, you know, it's a case of a long-term plan for Moise Kean. He hasn't done enough at the minute to warrant a starting position. Should the manager give him more chances? Well, maybe he should have had a few more games from the bench, but hopefully he'll get his head down. Obviously, he was left out of Saturday's 2-1 win at Southampton due to poor timekeeping, missed the team meeting. But Marco Silva says that's all behind us now and we move forward. So hopefully Moise will get his head down and bang in a few goals soon for Everton, and all these stories will settle down. And finally, David Wagner has called John Joe Kenny one of the most interesting right-backs in the Bundesliga, and hopefully he can continue to develop. This comes off the back of an injury. Comes off the back of an interview where John Joe Kenny said he was enjoying his time out in Germany. He was growing as a man as well as a player. He said he hopes to get better and better. He said he loves Everton and hopes to get a chance there, but it's too early to talk about any decision in terms of him staying any longer at Schalke. But he is clearly enjoying his time there and doing very well. So that's good, really good news for Everton. Obviously, Everton have got Jibril Sidibe and Seamus Coleman as the 2 right-backs. This season, Sidibe is on loan, but Everton do have the option to buy. So we'll see how that plays out. But John Joe doing really well, and that's fantastic news for us. Make sure you subscribe to the video, give the video a like, and get over to Patreon. See you later.